Hi, my name is Olu George, and I've just written what I consider to be possibly the most important book you've ever read. It's titled Stress Less, Live Full. Imagine with me for a minute a life without fears, anxieties, worries, shame, depression, and regret. And also imagine a life filled with supernatural joy, extraordinary peace, and a vibrant hope, even in the middle of the unprecedented events of 2020 and 2021. You don't just have to imagine it. That can be your experience. Come with me. Let me teach you what God has taught me. This is Stressless 100 series. Welcome to Stressless 103, The Thieves of Rest. Just as a reminder, in the first video, I gave you 3 reasons why I was compelled to write this book. In the second video, I gave you 3 reasons why you need to read this book. In this third video, I would like to take a panoramic look at the entire book of about 13 chapters. In chapter 1, I define stress as the physical, mental, and psychological impact of unpleasant outside events. It may be trivial, like being late to work or having to stay on a long queue at the grocery store. And it might be life-altering: divorce, loss of employment, loss of income, the death of a loved one. But no matter what the case may be, stress is a silent killer. It eats from within slowly and softly. This is the reason why mental illness is literally exploding across the world today. The good news is there is rest in God. The Bible says, though I walk through the valley of a shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runs over. In chapter 2, I look at what worry and anxiety is. And I said anxiety and worry are the natural evil twin offspring of the union of unbelief and fear. These are the loathsome works of the unsaved soul and unregenerated or non-crucified flesh. You see, you really cannot wallow in worries, except if you are not thinking right. I actually posit in the book that it takes mental illness, at least temporary mental illness, to really wallow in worry. Life is tough. Every human being will have an opportunity to give in to worry. But the smart ones and the educated ones will not give in. I believe every one of us has a chance to say robust yes to the peace of God and a sound no to fear and anxious daily thoughts. God does not want us to just cope with worry. He doesn't want us to manage worry. God has prepared a worry-free life. In Philippians chapter 4, it says, be careful for nothing. Nothing means nothing in every language. There is victory in Jesus. Could you imagine Jesus being worried out of his mind? Jesus never had a single sense of lack. His heart was ruled by the peace of God. Even when there was no physical resources, like when there was no money to pay taxes, his heart was at rest. I've come to tell you, a worry-free life is a reality, and I've experienced it. In chapter 4, I deal with fear. And I write, perception is very important. So also is perspective. Sometimes perception and perspective may be more important than reality itself. A faulty perception can distort reality so that good things appear evil and evil things appear good. You see, fear defeats more people than any other thing in the world. Ralph Waldo Emerson. I like this one. This one is very relevant to this time that we live in. James E. Bell III. Fear is an insidious virus. Given a breeding place in our minds, it will eat away at our spirits.